I understand why he wants to. This is something you hear a lot from quarterbacks or just NFL players generally when they get hurt, that they don't really feel comfortable on the field again until that first time they get hit. And then they get up and they realize they're okay. Now, Bengals fans do not want to see Joe Burrow get hit, and that's why I really don't think it's important that he plays in the preseason. What's more important, Frank, is evaluating this Bengals offensive line. They decided to stick with their tackles, Jonah Williams and Riley Reif, passing on Penei Sewell in the draft, but the interior of the line is still uncertain. They're experimenting with different lineups, looking at different guys, and I think that's something this Bengals team needs to get figured out before week 1 for the sake of Burrow's health.
All right, he got sacked, to your point about the offensive line, he got sacked 32 times in 10 games. I mean, and then, of course, that devastating leg injury that he took. I think every quarterback is different. Aaron Rodgers doesn't need to be playing. Tom Brady doesn't need to be playing. I think when you're a young quarterback, you haven't played in a long time, there's nothing wrong with game action. We know how it works in the preseason. They go out there for a couple of series and then say it. You're going to tell them not to run. If you think you're about to get sacked, just throw the ball into the ground. We don't care what happens. Just don't get hit. I think a young quarterback definitely needs to be out there playing. I don't think he's played enough over his career. I think the offensive line is definitely an issue. And guess what, Mina? If the player is saying that, I get it. For other quarterbacks, just like Dak Prescott, he needs reps in practice. Joe Burrow needs to be out on the field playing, even if it's for only a couple of series.
You know, you say that, but every coach takes such a different approach. I worked the Rams preseason. Sean McVay doesn't even play the backup quarterback, John Wolford. Meanwhile, in Kansas City, Andy Reid is letting Patrick Mahomes play. I don't see any logic or sort of coherent theme amongst NFL teams. I really think it comes down to the individual player and coach, and it sounds like Burrow would like to see the field.
And the good thing about this injury, which, again, was a devastating injury, guys come back from major knee injuries. Tom Brady, for one, I think he won 3 or 4 Super Bowls after he came back. Deshaun Watson has come back from it. Carson Palmer has come back from it. If you're a quarterback and they say to you, what would you rather have, shoulder or leg injury? Not that you want either of them. Take the knee injury. That one you can certainly come back from.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.